Nacho showed up here, I think. There you go. Hey, welcome to Trap Souls. We just started, so welcome to Beyond the Spirits. I'm here with Ghost Sisters, but Ghost Sister tonight, Mandy. Her sister Chasity and Bobby Joe could not make it on tonight. But
you guys hear me? Because I can't hear anything.
You cannot hear anything?
What the hell?
Oh, he always has problems. So go figure it out. All right, Mandy. So Ghost Sisters.
Your lips moving, but I don't hear anything. Volume's turned up.
All right, Ghost Sisters. How long has it been going?
We're in our 9th year.
Wow.
So yeah, 9 years, basically.
All right. Oh man, I might have booted him off. That was my bad. But I was trying to meet him because he was talking as I was trying to talk. But no, 9 years. I think that's like the longest, probably group wise, I've seen in a long time. Yeah, I mean,
gotta go.
All right, it's just me and you now. They gotta go. All right. Man, this is a wreck right from the get-go. That's okay though.
We'll look it up.
Okay, now we should be in the chips.
Are you hear us, Nacho?
Let's see. Oh my God, what's going on there?
Wow, this is not going as planned here. You hear us?
I can hear you now.
Hello?
Okay.
I hear you.
Hi.
Let's start this up now. All right.
Where'd Travis go?
All right. Travis and Justin just got a call. They work for a fire department down in Southern Ohio. So they were at work. Just got a call, so they had to step out. But that's fine. So, Mandy, how did you get into this? I know your abilities, obviously, when you were young.
Well, that's what started it for me. Was ever since I was young, I had been experiencing weird supernatural things going on around me. And I've always been intrigued with, hearing things about ghosts when I was younger. I would hear my grandmother talk about things. I've heard my aunts talk about it. I heard my mother a few times. Yeah, a couple things she had mentioned. So I was always intrigued and just, and plus all the things that was happening to me. I was scared. I used to be scared to death of it. I couldn't understand why I was experiencing everything. And it was just overwhelming. My whole life dealing with it was overwhelming. And eventually, I don't know, it was my daughter, my youngest daughter was seeing things when she was like 12. And actually in this house right here, it all kicked in for her here. And, by that time, I wasn't a paranormal investigator, but I was a medium because I've been doing the mediumship for 10 years. I started that before I started my team.
Okay.
But I needed to know how to help my daughter. So I got a reading from a guy in Ireland, and, he's the one that kind of set off my me doing mediumship readings for people around the world. He told me, he said I was a natural medium and I can help you help your daughter. So he mentored me for a whole year, and I was trying to help my daughter out with what she was experiencing. And then it just kind of went from there. One day I seen on social media the Mansfield Prison Reformatory. And back in 2006 and 2007, I wanted to go there. And back then you had to fill out an application, $50 to wait just to get in.
Wow.
And so I never did make it. I always wanted to. And, I worked in law enforcement for 8 years. So, I was working on law enforcement when we first went to the Mansfield prison, and I actually captured something. The guard Frank walking down in solitary. My sister Chasity was with me. Now, like I said, we weren't investigators at that time, so I had no clue what I was doing. It was all new to me. I was like, oh my gosh. And I just couldn't believe we captured that, but we did. But it was a week after that, I was like, I knew I was supposed to be doing that. It just felt like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And one day I was at work and I was like on break with some of the officers, and I was like, hey, thinking about starting up a team. So it just went from there. I said, I'm gonna start up a team. And next thing I know, I'm calling up my sister. I said, hey, I'm starting up a team and you're joining me. And she was like, what? I said, yeah, you're joining me. And she honestly, when I first got the tickets to go to the Mansfield prison, I was going alone at first. And then I was like, oh no, I got to find someone to go with me. You know, I didn't know who would go.
Yeah.
So I told my sister, get you a ticket. You're going with me. I'm not going alone. She didn't even know people really did that type of thing. She thought, what? No way. People do this? I'm like, yeah. So it just went from there. And she's been with me ever since. So she's been with me the longest on the team.
Okay. So like both your sisters, how do they feel? Do they have abilities or?
Bobby Joe, she's the skeptic on the team. I don't think she's like fully a skeptic. She's kind of half and half.
Yeah.
She definitely does. She has seen them. She's like a real strong empath. Chasity, she's sensitive, but she just can't focus to tune in the spirit. She's just not able to concentrate. But Bobby Joe, she has seen ghosts. She has heard them, and she still questions, whether or not. She tries to explain it away.
You talked about like your aunts and your mom, and this is coming up in a lot lately, like family members having abilities. Do you think it's like passed down?
Yeah. I really wish my mother would have told me growing up that she would have premonitions and that she has seen ghosts. I didn't know this until I was an adult. Like later, once I started complaining about, stuff I was experiencing. And then my mom would say, I seen the ghost in the house. I seen so-and-so. I was like, you could have told me this. I thought I was going crazy when I was younger, seeing and hearing all these things,
Well, welcome Chasity to the show.
Hi. How are you?
Chasity.
Good. How you doing?
Good.
So,
Sorry I'm late.
No, it's okay. Definitely okay. Jump in anytime.
You froze, Chas, a little bit. You're good now.
Good. So, which one? Chasity is the skeptic then? Or
No, Bobby Joe.
I'm terrible with names. I am sorry.
It's okay.
We'll put skeptic next to Bobby Joe. So, Chasity, how do you fit into the Ghost Sisters? Like, I'm guessing Mandy kind of brought you in because she's the one who kind of started it.
I'm the older sister. I'm the one that was with her when she started it. When we first went to the prison, she talked me into going to the prison with her because I never knew such thing as ghost hunting ever existed. And she called me and said, I got a ticket and you want to go to a ghost hunt with me. And I went with her. I never knew what it was. And then until she got me on it, and then we went there, and it was kind of a little spooky walking into webs and stuff. But after we got done there, she called me next day and said, I'm starting a team and you're on it.
How'd you feel about that?
I was like, okay, whatever.
Game on, huh?
I didn't think it was going to turn into what it turned into, but it turned out better than I thought it was going to be. I never thought,
Yeah.
But,
Verona, you got questions? Someone said you're quiet, so.
Well, I'm dealing with some family stuff on the side here, but it's
Okay.
all okay now. So
Okay.
who said I'm quiet? Because I can't see any comments. I can't see anything.
Oh, there's
Oh, there now.
a lot of highs and Verona Ghost is quiet. That's about it right now. So, all right. So I'm gonna little thing about Ghost Sisters. I got into like the social media about a year ago, and you guys always popped up. I mean, you guys were like my first live everything, and I've been hooked ever since on the Ghost Sisters. And I always tell people, like, you want to get followers, you want to see how it's done, watch the Ghost Sisters live. I mean, if you haven't seen them live, I don't know what you're doing, because you guys are on 5 times a week,
You're on all the time.
all the time.
Is
I go even when my sisters don't join me. I'm out there.
Yeah. And that's the big thing. Like Nacho knows, I hate when people ask for followers. That's all there is on their Facebook page. Followers, followers, followers. I use you as an example. Sorry. Like, if you want followers, go put content out there. Get out. I mean, we're paranormal. That's what people want to see. So that's
Like 144,000 followers. That's amazing.
yeah. And it's just
Like,
by
we get-
getting out there. I mean, it's
Yeah.
unbelievable what you
3,800 today, and I'm like, I don't even know how that's happened. And you guys, I looked over and like 144,000. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's jumping big time.
and you get to go out with a lot of, I guess, cool people, and they probably say the same thing about going out with you, but like Sean Austin and all them. I mean, you guys do a very good job, and you guys do a lot of places that no one's ever heard of.
Yes, yeah, I do get contacted going into places that no one's been into. I like being the first one in there, because the reason I like it is because you get to be the first one to communicate with, the ghosts. And there, it's like you get a lot of action when you first go in there. I mean, it's like they're excited to talk to you. So I just think you get a lot more.
I think you being a medium and stuff helps, because a lot of times if we go into a new place, it's quiet because maybe they're shy or don't know you. But with them be able to speak to you, do you think that helps a lot then, the communication?
Yeah, I do. I think it does. I think it draws them towards us, definitely. We actually just investigated a new location in Ohio, in Chasity. We actually were filming first after we got done filming, because we're filming for our episodes on YouTube. And after we were done, we went live and was investigating, and we got some really good stuff. And again, we were the first ones to actually get in there. Well, there was another team from Columbus, Ohio, but the guy said they only came in. They asked if they could come in for an hour. He said they were there for an hour and they left, and they've never seen them again. So I don't know if you can really consider an hour, really investigating. But they were actually technically the first ones. But he said they left them with more answers than anything. So when we went there, the spirits were really amped up. They were really excited. We got all kinds of communication. We spent the night there. Chastity chose the most haunted room, I think it was, in the whole place to sleep. Tell him what I did, Chastity.
she jumped up because she said that some ghost hit her, shake the bed, but I didn't feel the shake, but she felt it.
Yes. Yeah. So what happened was we weren't even to sleep that long, and I was laying there trying to go to sleep, and I was trying to get comfortable, and I had my eyes closed, and I felt something. It felt like something either pushed the bed on my side or it kicked it, and I felt it. It was enough for me to jump. I jumped right over on my sister. I said, "Hey," I said, "something just hit the bed." And she's like, "You ready to pack up and leave now?" I said, "No, we're staying here." And I said, "You chose a haunted bedroom, man."
Is there ever a time you want to leave a place?
No.
Not Mandy, no.
Chastity, is there ever a time you want to leave a place?
Yeah.
What makes you want to leave? What has to happen that you say, this and I'm out of here?
Oh, I haven't had that yet happen to where I'm scared to want to leave. I just, Mandy will investigate till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and by then I'm tired. I'm used to going to bed early. I'm ready to go.
Yeah. It's nothing scares her. She just gets tired and like,
Just
I
tired.
don't want to leave.
So
Yeah,
you
I'm
guys-
used to going to bed early, so staying up late like she does is just.
So
You get the
you
good
guys-
stuff.
yeah, I mean, you guys put a lot of stuff out there, nonstop stuff. How do you keep up with it?
Mandy keeps up with it.
I'm the one, and I do have a mod who's been helping me here for the past year. I added on Diane Mendez. She's in the chats.
Okay.
You know, she helps me out on YouTube. She's one of my mods on YouTube. She's a mod on my TikTok channel, but she's the only mod that I allow on Ghost Sisters on Facebook. So, you know, I allow her to go live over. She's in Alabama, so sometimes she'll go out to the cemetery. So we're putting new content out there, you know. She's not, I don't know if she considers herself a paranormal investigator, but she's kind of learning the ropes. So she goes live. She'll post content for me, like memes and stuff, you know, sometimes, but I'm mainly the one that puts all the videos. I go and edit the videos, and I post a lot of them. So
I mean, I know it's a lot because I do it myself, and it's like a full-time job. So
it is, and Facebook has a challenge, and they're always challenging me to complete the challenge every week. So I'm like, I gotta beat the challenge, you know. 15 reels. They want 15 reels. They want.
That's an awful lot of reels in one day.
Yeah.
It's not one day. It's for the whole week.
the whole week, still a lot. I mean,
It is, but I'm used to it. So
So that's 3 reels a day. That's still crazy.
when you go out 5 times a week, it's not that bad, I guess.
I wish it was 5 days a week.
It seems like you're out.
I have the option to go anytime I want
Yeah.
because I retired early from law enforcement.
Oh, okay.
So that gives me the ability. I can go anytime I want, and when my sister can't go, or my other sister can't go because she works first shift, I go whenever, you know.
I mean, you have such a big network too. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people you can call up, be like, "Hey, how about this place?"
So yeah, I got a few in my
Yeah.
pocket.
A lot. Don't let her lie. She got a lot.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's a lot.
Because I'll tell you what, there's some people get on there and say some mean stuff. So it's good to have somebody to get on there and block them and boot them.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Some people don't believe in it, and some people do.
I haven't really run into that much, but haters, you know.
Yeah, I think the more you grow on social media, then you get all the trolls. We'll call them trolls coming in, but it's not really on Facebook. It's once in a blue moon we might get, depending on where we went. Like we just went to the terrace views. Now that place, we done it kicked off. Listen, that was crazy. I don't know if you've seen that one.
No,
So
not yet.
it's a new location in Millersburg, Ohio. I had to put a post on Ghost Sisters, like, where should we go to next? You know, and all these people were tagging other haunted places. Go here, go there, blah, blah, blah. Well, Haunted Rooms came over and commented. They actually tagged Terrace View Hospital. And I was like, "Ooh, what's this?" And I clicked on it, and it showed this big, beautiful hospital. And I'm like, "It's in Ohio?" And I instantly emailed them. And they had just opened in autumn. So, of course, I'm on it. I'm like, I'm ready to book. I'm like, you know, I'm looking to book. And I noticed they didn't have a schedule for you to like look and see when you could. They just said you can go Sunday through Thursday and on the weekends and how much everything costs. And you could do ghost tours and things.
Yeah.
So I was like, you guys don't have a calendar. I don't know, what date I can choose. He said, send me something. We just got everything up and running. And we'll let you know. And I picked a Thursday because it'd be cheaper. And I invited, Sean Austin, Chris Ball, a couple other of my friends in the paranormal. And we divided the cost and we went. Well, little did we know, it's not that we couldn't investigate the place, but there was an issue. There's an issue going on with the owner, and the town is trying to stop him from having investigations. Like literally, the mayor is trying to tear this place down. They want to build house units and things there. And when we went there, everybody that was with me blamed me because I went live on Facebook. And there's like, Mandy, it was your fault. I'm like, we paid to be here. What are y'all talking about? They let us in, they tours and everything, right? Everybody's filming. And we're not even an hour into investigating. I'm live on Facebook and everything. And next thing I know, I'm upstairs doing the Estes and I'm sitting in a wheelchair, right? I'm not seeing anybody or hear anybody. I'm in the wheelchair and doing the Estes. All of a sudden, my friend comes over and she's like, Mandy, the cops are here. I said, what? Next thing I know, I see the cops come over. I'm like, oh, what's going on? And they're like, hey, you guys got to get out of here. We're like, what? We paid to be here and we're live. So once we got into the live and everything, we talked to them and they were cool as they could be. They were, so did you guys get anything? And they were really cool. But they said the judge has ordered no one is to be in here investigating. So we're sorry. They were really cool though. And, I was telling them, I said, hey, if you're going to arrest us, I said, take me to where I used to work. I said, they'll take very good care of me. And my husband's a captain. I said, so I'll be taken care of. So, and they were cool laughing about it. And, but I've never had that happen before like that. I was like, what? We paid to be here. And the guy, not the owner, but the guy who actually lives in the building, the caretaker, came in. He was so embarrassed. He said, look, guys, we're so sorry that this happened. We're having an issue with the mayor and he's trying to stop us and blah, blah, blah. So they're accommodating us. So they said, once we get this straightened out, and they have a website on Facebook. You can Google them. It's all there. So anybody can go and, hey, and want to do this. But we didn't know this was going to happen. And it was just, the whole thing was funny, but it kicked up the whole town. They were all on there, all those women that used to work there, because it was a mental ward. They have it on their site on Facebook, mental ward hospital. So it was that first. And then later it became a nursing facility. So you had all these nurses that was there and they were like everybody. I bet you I blocked and deleted like almost 75 people. It was insane. Everybody was like, they were mad that we were in there doing that. And we were like, oh my gosh. But
actually in your Facebook comments that night, and people were like, you're not allowed in there. And I'm like, we wouldn't be in there if they weren't allowed.
We didn't just walk in. Like, yeah. The doors, they let us in, the key. They had the room all set up, food and everything, accommodating us,
I don't see how that's legal. I don't see how they can do that. I don't see how that's legal.
It was embarrassing on both parties, but
the guy owns it.
Sean Austin was like, it was your fault, Mandy. Everybody's seen you live on Facebook. And even the cop said, you know how you got caught? I was like, but we paid to be here. He goes, somebody's seen you on Facebook Live and reported you.
Yeah, somebody had nothing else better to do.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God. Yeah.
People suck. They really do.
Yeah, but it turns out that the guy that owns that place, he has a huge hospital over in Montana. And we get 2 nights there for free. And he says, don't even worry about nothing like that happening over there. We got that one settled. He actually had the same problem when he first bought the hospital there. It's called the James Hospital. And he said he had the same problem with that little town. And then he got that resolved. So we get to book 2 nights there. And we get to come back to the terrace views. Once he gets this situated with the mayor, we get to come back for 2 more nights. For free.
So it's going to work out.
Yeah, but we got so much hate from Millersburg, Ohio. It was crazy.
But you're seeing that a little more as more places pop up, though. I guess the Bible Belt you want to talk about. They people open these up, and the town just is like, "Why? No, you can't do this."
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know if they're scared of the paranormal or a lot of religion factor into it also.
Ryan and Nacho, I'm going to tell you guys, that place was haunted from the time we stepped in the door. It was popping off. I said, I was so mad because it was so active. And they even post videos of doors slamming and stuff. And it was so clean. The place was clean. Oh, it was nice. It was nice.
So let's 2026. What's your big plans?
Well, I got some things going on. I can't say too much, but I can tell you just a little bit. We are traveling in March. Don't you forget Chasity. We're going to Missouri. She's taking her husband. I'm taking mine. We're going to 2 locations in Missouri. One is an asylum, and then the next night we're going to this haunted museum. And we're going to be diving into a little bit of the cryptid stuff too. So yeah.
I thought you made that while on the weekend while being in Florida.
No, I didn't.
Oh, that's right, you didn't.
No, I didn't. No, you're going.
You don't go like hunt Bigfoot and like Dogman and stuff, or?
Oh yeah. I'm all about it. I'm all about that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that stuff. I'm supposed to do, if they come up, the CIA Cryptic Investigations of America or Appalachia. They were on the show, and they're supposed to come up to Ohio sometime and do some Bigfoot research up here. So they invited me to come on. And the scariest part, or like we all know, the humans, the living. That's what you got to worry about when you go out in the woods. So
yeah. Well, I've had experiences here. So yeah. Crazy stuff.
You're Western Ohio, right?
Northern, yeah.
Northern
We're north. We're not south. So we're like 45 minutes from Columbus, Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah.
So cryptid wise, what's out there?
Dogman, the Rake, Bigfoot, Grassman.
Grassman.
So, bless you.
Sorry, I didn't get the mute button in time.
No, it's all good. It's all good. So how about I want to say people with less followers, like new groups, we'll say new groups. Any advice to them? Like how to start out and, because you've been doing this for 9 years. So what advice do you have for a newer group coming up?
If they're trying to get out there more to get more content going, followers, or to find new places?
Like content, places.
Well, if you want to get your page going, get more you got to put more content, and you have to be consistent. So we do a little bit of everything. I noticed my page really started taking off years ago when I used to be real strict. I would never put my mediumship over here on Ghost Sisters because I was trying to just keep it, and I would only post memes that had to do with the paranormal. And I decided, okay, I'm not getting out there enough. I'm getting just a little bit of likes here and there. I'm not really getting no new followers. So I was like, okay, I'm going to change it up. So once I started to change it up and start throwing funny stuff on there too, mixing it up, because it kind of goes with our personalities, because we are, we're pretty goofy. We take it serious when we're out there, but we're fun. You know what I mean? It's our personality. We're a little goofy when we're out there, but we have fun. So I started posting funny things like that and just changing it up. And I noticed the page just started jumping and jumping and jumping. I was getting different people who might not have been into the paranormal, but they were coming over, So just posting, you can post what you want, but you have to find out what works. Okay. What works? If you can get them to really like the paranormal and you're good with videos, posting just videos on that and memes, you might get lucky. Okay. But you have to be consistent. That's the key, is consistency. That's what I've learned. So I do change it up. It's not always just funny memes. It's paranormal stuff, funny memes or something like that. And my videos, most of all my videos are paranormal. Yeah. Every now and then I might throw a funny meme talking about, when you're, or a funny reel when you're out there, investigating, something like that.
Yeah, a little blooper.
That's what causes it to get out there.
Yeah, I think you have a good mix because you do a lot of lives, a lot of videos, but you also
Yes.
have a lot of memes out there too that are very interactive memes. Like you ask a lot
Yeah.
of questions through your memes. So I
Yeah.
think that brings a lot of people in. I laugh at them all the time. So, I mean, they're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Besides those stupid name ones, I hate those. Like, what's your elf name or, your
Oh.
first letter?
But you want to know why we'll throw stuff up out there like that? It gets the content. It really gets the reach out there. No joke. It
No,
gets the reach out there.
it does, but my name's always terrible. Like it never
Oh,
a good name. Like I might switch my name up just to have a cool name, elf name. I don't know. Thanks for everybody jumping on. We're here with Ghost Sisters, Mandy and Chasity, and obviously Nacho. If you have any questions for Ghost Sisters or Nacho, please jump on. Let us know your question. So,
Do you guys have a favorite spot? Like one place that if you could go to all the time that you would go to?
dang. What do you think, Chas? How about you, Chastity? Do you got a place? What do you think?
Not really. I don't have
What?
a certain place in it.
I really can't pinpoint one place because there's so many good places that we've returned to over and over. I can't really name one place, but one place I can say there is one place in Tennessee, the Ura Shrine, we've been to numerous times. We always return to that
Which
one.
we ain't been there in a while. It's shocking.
I just filmed there. I was just there in the summertime because I filmed there with Beacon TV, with Dave Schrader and all them.
Okay.
That one I would say I like better of all
Yeah.
of them. Because I like the owner. He's cool.
Rick, the owner's cool. Yep. But there's so many of them. There's Cooper Hill, Missouri. We found that location and we used to go to it all the time. There's so many. I just can't pinpoint one because we've returned to a lot of them because they were just so good,
yeah. Do you feel like you return to a lot because there's answers that need to be questions that need to be answered?
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
Because I think if you just go to a location once, you're not going to get as much. I think if you keep going back, you'll get more. You always find more.
Yeah, we've been to the one in Mansfield numerous times.
The Mansfield prison. Yeah.
No, not the prison. The firehouse.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The fire department there. That's a good one. It's a museum, fire museum in Mansfield, Ohio.
Okay. Yeah, you're a shrine in Tennessee. I heard a lot of good things about that.
Mhm.
I had the Tennessee Shadow Chasers on. I think that's
We
what
are
they-
ambassadors of the shrine.
Yeah.
And so the owner allows us anytime we want to go there. I just call up Rick and say, "Hey, Rick, we want to come here this date, this time," and he's like, "All right."
Yeah. I heard like when you walk into that place, it's like stepping back into history.
That
This
place
place
is,
is not decorated for sure.
yeah, it's you feel the energy at this place. It's
Right.
different than any place we've ever been to because most places you're going into a haunted Victorian house or a mansion or an asylum or a hospital, jail, prison. This isn't like that. This is like everything has a different inside of it. Everything's different. You get you got a cave. You've got the witch's stead. You've got everything. The Earth Gate. I mean, it's like whoa. There's so many different things in one place. It's different.
That's cool. Trying to read all the comments here. They're just talking to themselves, so that's fine.
Mandy took my daughter investigating a couple weeks ago. Now my daughter's having things happening at her house where the toys are going off sounding like Spanish. And my daughter's like, "I'm never going to investigate with Aunt Mandy again."
Hey,
That's what ants are for. Bad influence, right? Oh,
Funny.
yeah. We always talk about the cost of being a paranormal investigator. It's expensive, but it's fun.
It can be expensive. That's why I'm grateful to be able to get into a lot of these locations for free.
Yeah.
That's cool to do. And I know a lot of places that are not paid places to go. So I can call them up and be like, hey, I'd like to come over and investigate. And they're like, okay, yeah, come on in. So that's a plus. But yeah, it is expensive. It can be. But it's
Yeah,
worth
you did a place right down the street from me in Concord, Ohio. I think it was last month.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You should have. Did you reach out to me? And I can get
No,
you.
I jumped on your live and you're
I
like
probably didn't
Concord,
even see it, did I?
Concord, Ohio. I'm like, that's 2 minutes down the road.
You know, I think I seen someone comment that, but I didn't know it was you.
Yeah.
Know? That was the Stagecoach house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can get in there anytime I want. Now that one's abandoned, but the lady who owns it, she allows us to go there if we want. And I've taken quite a few people.
Well, next time you're up this way, hit me up. Again, new places. Never even heard of that place. I'm like, Concord, what does that have? I mean,
I know.
I've never heard anything about that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about equipment real quick. Chastity, go-to equipment.
Ink box. And the
Was it-
spray. The spray we do.
The spray. You gotta elaborate on this.
The spray where we spray water and we squirt, we put a light there, flashlight, and then we spray water, and then we have the spirit go over there to the water and take a picture because we could get a picture of them in the mist. We've gotten a lot of good pictures off of it. We use an app to take the picture on.
Okay. Nacho, we're gonna have to try that next time.
Yeah, there's an app called Ghost Pro, and the guy who invented it, his name is Joe. I can't remember his last name, but it's very interesting because you record with it, and it even has a built-in obelisk, so sometimes words pop up. But what you're recording as you're using light and water, which water is one of the factors that plays into energy for spirit. So a lot of times we'll use that. Well, we haven't actually. We did it one time here not too long ago, but it's usually we don't use it a whole lot. We used to, but you just record and then you go back slowly through your video. And a lot of times you'll see images and that are really creepy, but you have to be careful because of pareidolia. That is something that your eyes are instantly going to see. So what I like to be the one to go through it because I want to make sure I'm not seeing that. But we've actually captured some really cool stuff with it that actually looks like people in it. Yeah.
So besides yourself, Mandy, what equipment do you like?
I really love my ink box. That's my favorite. I like the intercom box too, but I really love the ink box. And I like my recorder because it's a sensitive recorder. It's an older recorder when I get stuff on there.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's just mainly I love my ink box.
Is that the ink box? Is that like the spirit box that you use, like the radio?
Yes, it looks like an 80s boom box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see with that all the time. I think you have that on 90% of the time, don't you?
Yeah. I try not to use it. My husband's always like, I really wish you wouldn't use the ink box that much. I'm like, why? And he's like, well, I just think you guys use it too much. And I kind of, you know what? He's right. I don't want to use it the whole time. And you really shouldn't have your box running. You should not have, in my opinion, you shouldn't have a spirit box running the whole time.
Yeah.
You could be missing so much because you could be missing on hearing disembodied voices, noises going on around you. So I will turn it on and off, but I won't leave it running all the time.
You get a lot.
I like to hear, things going on.
Yeah, I mean, you get a lot of good stuff out of that too, though.
Yeah, you do. You do.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Jeff Fent to make me a box. It's been a pain in my butt, but one day I'll get him a Fent box. That's my goal, just to get a Fent box. Maybe.
There's a pretty long line on that one.
It is. Well, he's coming on the show next month, so maybe I can convince him. We'll see. I doubt it, but I'll try. But trying to think. Let's talk dowsing rods. I don't know why I want to talk about this because it's going through TikTok lately. It's just been ridiculous. So the dowsing rod people, like, do you have like a big belief in them or?
We've used them. I've actually got a pair, but I don't use them no more. Used to use them a lot, but you got to be careful with the dowsing rods because they were meant to find water, and if you're using them in a house, you just got to be careful with them. I'm not saying they don't work, but they can be manipulated. So you got to be careful with them.
And we'll go straight into Ouija boards then.
I don't mind Ouija boards.
Yeah,
I've never had nothing bad happen. And I've played the Ouija board with a lot of people out there, with Patty Negri, Michelle. She goes to the shrine. Michelle. She used to have a team. I'm trying to think what her team used to be, but anyway, so I have messed with the Ouija boards and never had nothing bad happen.
I don't care for
Like good communication.
You don't care for it, Chassie, because you don't like it, or you just
I don't care for them.
no?
Trust them after watching all these true story movies about the Ouija boards. Teresa Caputo will not walk into the same room with a Ouija board.
I mean, I don't know. I'll use them. I just think they're just another tool.
Yeah.
But it could be also influenced by humans too, because you have 2 or 3 hands on there, and you don't know what the other person's doing. So you have to have that trust factor also.
Yeah.
We just did Madison last week, and I convinced the people that are with me to use a Ouija board, and it didn't even budge. So, I mean, maybe we were doing it wrong. I don't know. But I'm like, let's just try it out, see what's going on.
Yeah.
But
We've been to Madison. That's a good one.
Madison's my like.
It was nice meeting you guys. I have to jump off here.
Right.
I just want to jump on, say hi, and meet you guys.
Nice meeting you, Chasity. You have a
If
good
there's
night.
any questions before I jump off here or whatever?
Nacho, any questions?
Put me on the spot, man. I can't think that fast. No, I think I'm good. I think it's 5 minutes after you leave, but
I'm good, guys. Don't worry about it.
All right, Chassie. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. You guys enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you.
Bye.
Michelle. Yeah, Madison Seminary is kind of like my go-to place. I've been there 15 times now.
Yeah.
I like it. Well, first of all, it's right down the street. Second of all, there's a lot of different spirits there, which I like. You got like your darker entity, you got your, nicer entity. So it depends where you go in that building. And it's kind of just a mix of spirits. And I kind of like that.
Yeah, we actually, the first time we went there, I was working in law enforcement at the time we went there. And I actually took he wasn't a sergeant at the time. He was just a regular officer. But he went with us, and it was funny because we actually used the spray, and we caught a picture of a child in the hallway, and we actually got a picture of an old man wearing a red hat.
Okay.
So it's pretty good. And we got a lot of really good EVP responses. I mean, the one lady was on there talking, and she was talking about, oh my gosh, we got it on our social media. I can't remember because it's been so long, but this lady was talking about, she called us Yankees and everything, man. She was on there, but she was the woman we were talking to was the woman that was staying there. She was a spy back then. I can't remember the lady's name, but we were talking to her, and she was communicating with us on the recorder. And we got like this whole big like sentence of her talking to us. It was cool.
Yeah, I mean, EVPs in Madison is ridiculous. I mean, if you want EVPs, you go to Madison. I've had full sentences. I've had racial slurs come over on EVPs, which I would never put out there. But I mean, I said it's a big Elizabeth. That's correct. Elizabeth was a name.
Yes, it was. And she said her name was Elizabeth on the recorder too.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it's a great place to, you want EVPs, that's the best. I'm going over my last 2 investigations there, and I've got some good stuff coming out of direct answers, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a good place.
Elizabeth Stiles, that's correct.
Yes, Jenny. High Heels and Hauntings. That was the name I was trying to think of. Michelle, her and I messed with the Ouija board at the Ewer Shrine. We got good responses.
Now, you got me into mirror scribing when you were at Bill.
Yeah.
When you were at Bill Manor, you were doing it. So I tried it. It's freaky. I'm not gonna lie.
You got to do it at a place that's really, really haunted. Like I've done it at the Randolph Asylum. I've done it at the Ewer Shrine. The Ewer Shrine was the first place I ever did it, and that was creepy. Yeah, that was creepy.
So let me ask you, what do you actually? Because I saw you do it at Bill Manor, and I'm like, I gotta try this. I don't know what I'm doing, but yeah, try it. What are you looking for when you're doing mirror script?
Well, what you're looking for is to see if your face changes. So basically, they always say mirrors are portals. So if something was to actually come through, your face will change. And I think it can be sort of like a pareidolia thing too. So you got to be careful with that, because at one point it did look like I was getting a beard. It started looking like a man. And I'm like, whoa. So it is cool to do, but you just got to kind of, I don't know, but you can see shadow figures and stuff sometimes go by.
Yeah.
But it can get real creepy. You just don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I think we did it in the Devil's Toy Box at Madison, just because I know that's just a prop, but it's full of mirrors, so we decided to try it there. But I did get a picture, like my face turned to this old lady, and I was like, you kind of shake out of it a little bit, and it happened so fast. That's what was freaky. Like within the first 10 seconds.
Oh wow.
It was just like old lady. And when I came out and Almay went in there, Paranormal, and she kind of got the same thing. And so I sent her a picture, because there's a picture of an old lady that used to work there. And it kind of, what I saw was that same lady.
Oh wow.
So I don't know if she was trying to come through or not. And it was weird because that old lady, when we went there beginning of last year, we took a picture of one of my teammates. And he's a guy in Sarah's room, and half his face looked like this old lady through the picture.
Wow.
So I don't know her name. I don't know anything about her besides she worked there. But it was freaky. I mean,
yeah, you just don't know. I've had it make me look old too. I'm like, damn, I ain't ready to look like that. It was pretty creepy.
Have you had your face just disappear?
You mean when I'm doing the scrying?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever noticed that. It just, I noticed I started looking really old. Like, it just creeped me out. Like, damn, am I really looking like that? Looking in the mirror. I've had it make me look like I had a beard. And I've had it made me look like a real old lady.
Where were we?
Just disappearing.
Where were we, Nacho, when I first did it?
Grand Midway.
Grand Midway. So Grand Midway was the first time I did it, and that was probably the freakiest. When I did it, my head disappeared. And I could see my teammate behind me. Like, my head wasn't there. And that kind of was a little weird. Then my eyes turned black. Like, I shook off it, did it again, and my eyes turned, like, just got black and kept getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, I think I've had that happen with my eyes too. I have dark eyes anyway, but
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's creepy.
Do you believe, a lot of people talk about that being a portal, you can bring bad stuff in?
The more I've been out there with Sean Austin and these dang portals, this man be bringing out the bad stuff. And I'm like, I've been to the places numerous times and never had these things growling at me and talking. I mean, they talked a little crazy, but like it's bad. I'm like, and he always says he feels like there's a portal or something, and that the thing came through the portal, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm starting to think it's either they're following him because, you know, he's a demonologist, or they're really coming through the thing, you know. I mean, who knows? We can't see the portal. So
Yeah.
I mean, who knows what's really going on? Are they stepping in from the spirit realm over to here because they see us, you know? I don't know. But there's something to it, I think.
Yeah, we did talk about that a little bit one podcast about how people can be portals too.
Oh yeah, I've heard people say that.
I mean, it's possible with Sean. I mean, everywhere he goes, there's a portal because they know he's going to talk to them.
Yeah.
So maybe he's creating his own portal where they are coming to talk to him. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just a theory, I guess.
Mm.
What do you think, Nacho?
I think you can't rule out anything.
There you go. I'm with you, Nacho.
Anything is possible at this point.
Will we ever know all the answers or any of the answers?
I don't know, you know, and that's why I wanted to keep going, doing what I'm doing, is because I wanted answers. All these things that were happening around me, it was like, okay, I knew my brother was trying to warn me. You know, my brother, he was killed when he was 15. So I knew, because he was the first one that came around me and was scaring the hell out of me. But I knew that type of spirit ghost, you know, would be trying to help you, trying to tell you things, but not all these other ones. I didn't understand. Okay, what is going on? Why are they doing this? You know, I guess being a paranormal investigator, I wanted to know more. You know, I needed answers. You know, I want to know. I'm very intrigued in the afterlife. I really am. Even though I communicate with spirit all the time when I do readings for people all over the world, it's not enough. I love it when I hear them talking to me when I'm out there investigating. It's awesome to capture, you know, that evidence.
I think my philosophy of I would say philosophy, but my feelings toward paranormal have changed in the last year or so.
Yeah.
Because everybody they want to have answers to the afterlife and all that fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why a lot of people do it. And I always said that also. But, you know, it kind of like the one thing about the afterlife, you know, as I'm getting older, people are passing away. It's all about the memories of the people.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's kind of like why I do investigation, is to make sure their memories are still keep going. Mm-hmm. And ask all the questions, because I want to make sure they're not forgotten. I think that's the main reason why I do this. The afterlife, I don't really care about the answers for it. You know, like what's going to happen to me. I'll find that out sooner or later, right? I mean,
yeah,
that's about the living. You live, you die. I mean, that's life. But the memories of these people are kind of what I want to keep going. And the stories, I always tell Nacho, I want to get the stories straight, because stories change all the time. Mm-hmm. And maybe that's why they're trapped here, because their stories are wrong.
You know, that I've never looked at it like that. That's a good way to look at it. Because, you know what, every time we're out there, it's like, help me, help. It's like, oh my gosh, what's going on over there? You know?
What kind of help do you need? Like,
yeah, exactly. But who's hurting you? You okay? Yeah. You just want to move on? But this is my passion, you know? This isn't a hobby. I would never call investigating a hobby. Never. I lift weights for a living. I'm a fitness person. I've been lifting weights for, God, it's going to tell my age, 26, 27 years now. But that's my hobby. Ghost hunting, that is my passion. I love it. And that's why you see me out there so much too. I can't, it's very addicting. You can't get enough, you know? You just want more.
Very addicting.
I call it a hobby right now because I'm not retired. Because I'm not retired and I can't make it my passion yet. Yeah. Hopefully in a few years it'll be my passion. So
I love it. I do.
Oh, I love just going out there. It's I guess, a break from reality, you want to call it.
Yeah.
You know, getting away from work, getting away from, you know, everyday life. It's great to get your mind off of. Travis and Justin must be back from their call.
Hey guys, sorry.
Hey, no problem, man. No problem.
Hey,
You
they
missed the
filled
best
up. Hey,
part.
Chastity was here. They took her spot.
Yeah.
There.
Guys, thanks for stopping. We got to go. We're ending it tonight. We'll catch you next month.
All right.
No. No, I mean, I do call it a hobby right now. It's just because it's not my main thing right now because of
Yeah.
work, family. You know, that's my life right now. But like you said, it is a passion. And it has to be a passion. And yours is definitely a passion. Like, I don't know. I mean, you guys can answer. Have you ever seen anybody else out there as much as Mandy and Ghost Sisters? It's not even close.
Yeah, we did like 44 investigations last year, and we were running all the time, and we were like, "That's a lot." But then we look at you guys, and we're like, "We don't even go." I mean, like it's nothing compared to how much you guys are out there, and that is amazing to me.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm always lining them up, and people are always reaching out. You know, hey, will you guys come here? We actually, when we do residentials, I've made it to where we only will stay in Ohio to do a residential, but we'll go all over the states to, you know, do just a regular investigation. But I think I'm going to be branching out maybe a little further. I don't want to do it too much. I just had a lady reach out to me. People were commenting on her post, telling her you should reach out to, you know, us. And she's in Pennsylvania, but she has some really, really crazy stuff going on. So I'm probably going to venture over to Pennsylvania to do a residential. It looks like.
Is that like a farm?
Huh?
Is that like a farm?
Where she is.
Talking about?
Yeah, she's on like I think she said 300 acres, maybe.
So maybe we should talk a little bit later if the chance pops up before you do that.
Oh.
If
okay.
it's, I might have some insight to that, and I'd like to at least tell you what I know about it. If it's the same thing.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Not, Verona's from Pennsylvania area, so from
Oh.
Pennsylvania, not the area, from Pennsylvania.
Well, then good. Let me ask you this: have you heard of the Nemo Collin Castle?
Yes.
I just found out my family, my great grandfather, my seventh great grandfather, full-blooded Cherokee, Nemo Collin. That's my family. That's my grandfather. And
we were just talking about that tonight.
that castle, I can't remember if it was built because of my family or my family used to own it. But I reached out to them, and I'm wanting Ghost Sisters to go there. I want to connect with my ancestors.
Yeah.
So
Heck yeah. That's not far from us at all.
I'm hoping that they will get back to me this week and let me know. So
That would be cool.
it would be.
That would be cool.
So, like residentials, do you think? I mean, you want to branch? Obviously, you probably don't want to branch out too far because you're busy. But if it's something that you think someone really needs that help, would you branch out farther then?
It better be good. Or I'm going to have to say, oh, I'm sorry, I can't do that one. You know, I might be able to maybe find someone for you in that area that could probably help you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you just got a feeling like, because you being a medium and everything, like, yeah, you definitely need help.
Mm-hmm.
Like
That's
thing.
the kind of vibe I feel with this place, the lady. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, Travis and Justin, you got any questions for Mandy? Are you guys just jumping on?
I jumped on. I mean, I don't know what some of the questions were already asked and stuff. I mean, we know a little bit about you. I know you guys were just recently at the Bardwell home, I think weekend or two ago.
Yeah. I was just there with Jenny from Jennifer's Paranormal Investigation.
Mm-hmm.
She used to be a ghost sister with us years ago. She was with us for a couple years. The owner, Mike, he allows Jenny to go there, investigate, for free. And Mike allows me to come pretty much whenever with Jenny. And we did get some good stuff. We did. Actually, whatever's there, whatever negative, dark thing that's there, it doesn't like women. And what I've learned, I've probably been to this location like 6 times, maybe a few more, if that. But the lesser people, and when you go with just women, you're going to get all kinds of activity at that location, because it literally sounded like somebody walked in and slammed the door shut, and nobody was there but us. And I've had them cuss me out in the basement, call me bad names and stuff. So they don't like women, the spirits there. At least I don't.
When in the basement and everything, who you communicate the most with? The one or Christopher or Carl?
I don't know. I don't know which one it is. It might be Carl. I don't know. I don't communicate. I don't think I communicate with one. But when the first time us girls went there, when Jenny was on the team, so it was me, Jenny, Bobby Joe, and Chastity. It was the first time we ever went to that location. Oh my gosh, it was off the chain. So at the end of the day, or end of the night, we were done. And Jenny and I was going down in the basement to get the cameras. So the lights were on and I was in the front. She was behind me. And I only took like 3 steps and I paused in my tracks. I heard 2 different disembodied voices. I had a recorder down there too at the time. So I heard a guy over here say, "Hey, ladies." And then I heard another guy say, "Get out of my house." And then after I heard that, I hear something charging, like something was like running towards us. And I about ran Jenny over. I couldn't get up the stairs fast enough. It freaked me out. So Jenny went the opposite direction of me and I ran towards my sisters, and nothing happened to me. But nothing happened to her that night because we took a picture before we left and nobody had marks on us or anything. But Jenny woke up the next day and she had a weird mark on her face. Looked like something I don't know, it might have got her. I really don't know, but she was the only one. And the only thing I could think of was because she split from me, it chased her instead of me. So I don't know. I don't know if it was Carl. I don't know, but it was not a good spirit.
It's the reason why we laughed when we heard you say charging is we've actually experienced that there.
Oh, really?
We were heading back up the basement steps, and it was me and then one of our members, Cole, and then Travis in the back, and it sounded like somebody full on charging right as our backs are turned to the basement. Yes. Up the steps, and me and Cole both look around to see what that was, and all of a sudden we just see Travis white as a ghost running up the steps, and we're like, okay, here it comes. He was gonna run us over.
350 pounds of love and coming up them steps. So I was moving.
yeah, but it's just whatever is down there, and we've got conflicting, right? Like we've got where possibly the one is the same as a byproduct of Christopher, of different things that he may have done in the darkness or whatever, right? That he may have caused. But we've got conflicting, but we don't know what it is. But whatever is down there likes when the eyes aren't on it. It wants to get you. It wants to observe you, and it wants to sneak up. And it's like, okay.
And it finds your weakness.
Yeah, definitely finds that.
Yeah, I don't know if it was just a spirit running at us, trying to scare us or intimidate us or what it was, but who knows?
One there, it sounds like the one and everything, because we've been noticing it, especially here lately with our investigation since we've been promoted to the base team for the barbell home. He seems like he likes to antagonize and just wait and everything, get you on edge, and then trying to scare you. Just to get it. It's more like get his rockers off, basically.
Yeah. Well, he did a good job because, like I said, I dang near ran Jenny over. She couldn't get up them stairs fast enough. Oh man, yeah, it's a good place. It really is. But I think the lesser the people, the more activity you're going to get.
Do you see that in a lot of places though?
Oh yeah, I don't. don't prefer to go with a big crowd, and I don't like to be in big crowds anyway, really. But
Yeah.
I mean, we'll do events and stuff, and even then my anxiety gets up to here, but I can handle that. But to go out all the time with a lot of people, I can't. I prefer either by myself, which I've done quite a few times, or I'll take one other person or maybe three of us. The most I would like to do is maybe just four if I'm going to do a big group.
Yeah.
I just think you get less. And plus, depending on how big the location is, too.
I got to ask you, have you been to Bel Air House?
Yes.
What do you think about Bel Air House?
I never investigated it. The reason I got to go down to that place when we did a walkthrough, and I heard the spirits were talking to me as soon as I walked down in the basement. I was like, oh, Lord. We were at the Ross House. We actually did an event there years ago at the Ross House. And we got to go down to the Bel Air House and walk through it. I would like to get in there and do an investigation, but that has a whole different vibe. When I walked in there, there's some stuff going on in there. And I was hearing disembodied voices in the basement. I don't remember what they said, but I heard them. So that's a creepy place, that one.
It is. And we're talking about like places calling you back. And I've been there twice. You know, after the first time, felt like I had to go back there. We went with more than we should have as a group. But I kind of feel like I need to go back there with one or just two people and investigate that place. I don't know. Hi, Nacho. I guess I'm taking Nacho. But it just feels like
follower. I picked up a follower when I was there, so I definitely need to go back.
Yeah, it just feels like it's calling me. Like I don't know the reason why. I mean, I'm not empath, medium, or whatever, but it just feels
some
like
places do. They call you. They call to you, and I get that a lot. There's like half these places I go to. It's like I can't remember how the heck I came across it. It was just I did, you know. But I know that feeling you're talking about. Like you're drawn to the place.
Oh, 100%. Because when I was younger, this was probably about, I can't really say when I was younger. It was about 5 years ago. Me and my cousin, we liked to go exploring and stuff. And we heard about the Higginsport School. And so me and him went and we explored it. And the entire like weeks following, it felt like there was, you know, something that was just following us. And we had this absolute just insane urge that we had to go back to Higginsport School. At one point, we were at our grandma's house, which is a totally different direction than where Higginsport is. And all of a sudden, Higginsport Life Squad passed by. And we're like, I've never seen, I didn't even know they had one, you know, and it was like, it just passed by. And it was like almost then one point we got lost and we ended up right next to the Higginsport School because we were out trying to find places to hike and stuff. And we ended up getting lost. And I'm like, yeah, I really believe that is true. I feel like, you know, there's locations, there's spirits that feel like they still have things to say to you and they're going to draw you. They're going to draw. And sometimes the location as a whole, they just want, you know, they want that. And I think it's a positive thing. It could be a negative thing too, but I feel like primarily it's a positive thing to have that because you have those spirits that are wanting to connect with you.
Yes.
You know, they're back for a reason. And that's, you know, usually for communication, telling their story and stuff. So I think that is pretty cool. That just, when you mentioned that rang in my mind. I'm like, oh, I remember that because it freaked me out when I was like, I kept telling my cousin, man, I don't know. I don't want to go baback there now because it's really wanting to draw us. But, you know, I wish we would have went back before they tore it down. But
see, I'm the opposite. I'm the one, I will keep going back. And I probably drive my sister nuts because she's like, why do we keep returning to the same places? Why do you keep going back to the same places? Well, there's always so much more, you know, and I don't know. I just do. Maybe it is because they're drawing me back.
Yeah. Deborah asked a good question on, have you ever been to a location and had zero interaction? There's been times that I've been at Broadwell and for some reason it don't want to interact with me. I'll see the spirits interacting with everybody else and I'll feel it, but I'm not having an interaction. It's also dependent, I feel, and you guys, I'd like to hear your opinion on this, but I feel like it's also dependent on your attitude, your well-being of when you go into that location. Are you exhausted already? Are you tired? Are you angry? Are you, how is, and I feel like that puts off the spirit. What kind of energy are you producing when you go in there?
Definitely.
If you're going to jump every time something happens, that may not make a spirit want to talk, or communicate.
I believe that. But I believe how you are in this life is how you are, once you pass away.
Oh, yeah.
So, and they look at us, they were people, most of them was people at one time. So if you look like somebody they'd want to talk to, if they feel your energy's good or you're interesting, whatever, I think they're going to come over towards you and want to try to communicate. But I think the energy does play a big role. Definitely.
We've been to the Ross house twice. I love the Ross house. I love Cindy. We've been there twice. Nothing.
Oh, wow.
Nothing has
Really?
ever happened at the Ross house.
Oh, I listen.
I have
can't say.
everybody that I know goes there and has all this, and it's nothing. Now I'll probably still go back again, but nothing. And it wasn't even like the same people each time. Well, some of the same people, but
Yeah.
we have different crew. I mean, it was just really, it's really
Did
been
you not
odd for us to go there
investigate the antique store too?
We did not.
Oh, you got
We
to. If you ever go to the Ross house and now the first time I went there, I actually went with one other lady and we had the Ross house and the antique store. So it was so good. And I spent the night there. It was good. I mean, Alfred, oh Lord, he just would not leave me alone. And he was whistling and everything. It was really good. And then the second time I went, that's when we did the event and we got really good stuff. And then the third time I went back, that was when I first went with Sean. We had the antique store that time too, and it was all good. And then the last time me and Sean went, we only had the Ross house and we still got good stuff. We did. But I just think you got to get the antique store too, because there's a doorway that opens up and that place is huge over there. It is huge. And you got to have that with it. It's almost like you just get so much more, I think.
I love the antique.
We walked through it. The last time we were there, we went over and we did walk through it before we left. But, and like I said, I love going there, but nothing. But everybody I know is like Zach Meekins. He's like, oh my God, we get all this stuff. And I'm like, I know whatever. We don't, it doesn't vibe with us. What? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, dang.
My sister's on here and she said, that's because I was with you.
Yeah, right.
That's funny because my husband says the same thing. He'll say, oh, we ain't getting anything because I'm with you. But we do get stuff. We don't, to me, it's in spirit's time. It's not in our time. So whatever you get, be grateful for it.
Yep.
There's not always times that we'll get like a lot of crazy stuff. I might get a few REM pods going off, a cat ball. I mean, it's better than nothing. We might get voices coming through the ink box. You just don't know. I mean, some people, what's a lot to people, to the person investigating,
Yeah. I did forget one story about mirror scribing. I'm going to throw this out there because we talked about Bel-Air House. Bel-Air House was the first time I did mirror scribing.
Oh no, you chose a really bad one.
It was the second time we were there. Nothing much was happening. And I was down there with a couple girls from my team. And I'm like, man, I remember Mandy doing this mirror scribing. Should I do this? And there's this we're in a basement and there's this old mirror on the ground. I'm like, screw it. Let's try it out. So I put it up on the thing. Now I did not see anything in the mirror, but I had my spirit box going at the same time. And I have it on YouTube. It's pretty cool. Over the spirit box, as I'm standing there, it goes, do you want your soul?
Oh.
And I was like, okay, I'm a ginger. So, I was like, F you. I have no soul. I'm a ginger. Then it kept going. And toward the end, I was like, so can I have my soul? And they're like, you can have a soul. Then I'm like, all right, cool. Then I went home and was redoing the evidence and everything. And I'm like, you can have a soul. Like, so whose soul did I get? Like, I don't know. but it was cool. I don't know how I forgot about that, but no, I mean, it's
Probably why you have the feeling of needing to get back there.
yeah, I mean, it could be the reason why it's calling back. So maybe I have to go back and get my soul. I don't know.
Or drop it back off because it's ready to go back home to mom and dad.
Yeah. But people said I'm happier since I left there, so maybe I got a better soul. I don't know.
Maybe it swapped your soul with something else.
Yeah. Like equipment wise, do you believe like spirit box is legit then?
You know, I've heard people talk about the, spirit box, not, one, I just posted a video of the intercom box, which is a direct link also. And some lady put a comment on there going on about, oh, that's just radio communication you're getting and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, look, lady, what do you think? We know that it's the radio. It's scanning through it really fast. The spirit is to manipulate the words to communicate. Okay. We know we're hearing other people talking. I'm like, what we look for is for intelligent responses. Can you answer my question? Like, what is your name? And then you hear a name when you're asking, I mean, could there be something else to it? Maybe. But to me, when they're saying my name through this box, multiple times I've heard my name. Come on now. And someone's on the podcast or radio station or music playing the Mandy song or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like, really? Because I've heard my name come through there quite a lot. And I get a lot of very intelligent responses using either the intercom box or the ink box. And shortwave. I love shortwave. It has less frequencies. And that right there, it is crazy with that thing. I mean, wow. Yeah. I just want to take these people out there with me. Like, come with me.
Yeah.
You come with me and you tell me what you think after we, experience
it. Scientifically, the way with how quick it's scanning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
An actual intelligent response to come through, it's scientifically impossible. Like, there's no way that and that's why I'm like, I'm with you. I wish they could just see it for themselves. Like, look, listen to this. It is scanning so quick. There's, and also some of the voices that come through, sometimes they're not, I've never heard that on the radio before. Or,
exactly.
I never hear growls coming on the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Or a high pitched scream or something like that. It's like, wait a minute.
Exactly. And they're always, I get it, whatever, they want to be scientific and whatever, but I'm sorry, but I've got a lot of videos that weird stuff, man, and really cool direct responses. Yes, definitely. And Diane, I did boot her, so she fired me up. This lady that was on my video commenting, being rude. I thought it's okay to put your opinion, but she's being rude. So I really gotta bite my tongue because my husband's like, be professional. Maybe you're in the public eye. I'm like, I try. So I might say something to her, and then I swear to you guys, I'll go back 10 minutes later and I'll block her and I'll delete what I said. Because I ain't trying to, I don't like drama. I hate drama. If you're about drama, I'm not. That's why I keep my circle small, and I will only go out there with certain people. We have a lot of people want to investigate with me. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. I don't like drama. If you're about drama, you got to be over there. I got to stay in my lane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, there's too much of that in this field. And that's another thing. When you stay out of the drama, you're better off. You're better off,
Well, I have 3 rules for my group. 1, you don't fake evidence. 2, you don't jump scare because we get that enough without trying. And 3, no drama.
Hey,
and you only get 1 strike of any of those 3. And if you do any of those in my group, you're gone. So those are my rules, and my group knows that right from the get-go. So I've had to get rid of 1 so far. It is what it is. But
there you go.
And she struck out on 2 of the 3, so gone. All right. What else? You guys got any other questions?
You're down there by Columbus. Have you been to the Greg Kreitz Octagon House?
What is it called again?
Greg Kreitz Octagon House. It's over in Circleville.
Oh no, but thank you for telling me about the location. I'll make sure I reach out.
So
I've not heard of
about-
it. No.
So this is an old 1853 octagon house, and it was actually just moved down the street and across the street because Walmart bought the property.
Oh,
We've been there 4 times in the last couple years. It's the place that calls to me. Every time I've been there, it has been off the chain. You name it, and it's happened there. Shadow figures, disembodied voices. I mean, the whole 9 yards, and it's. I highly recommend it.
how much do they
It's a
charge?
small. Oh, I think it was like $200.
Oh, that's not bad. Not bad at all.
No, you can't like the overnight's till like 3 a.m. So you can't stay there. But I mean, it has been the place that we have gotten more than any place else, and the place just calls to me. Nothing bad, nothing evil, just always active.
Wow, that's my kind of place right there.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to a new location for us anyway, Friday. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, the Shady Bend Manor. And I'll
I've
probably Mansion. I think it's Shady Bend Mansion.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be spending the night there. Maybe I got to get in there and see if it's, I don't know what it looks like inside the place, but they said we're more than welcome to spend the night. So we'll see. I might spend the night.
Um,
Have you heard of it?
I might have heard of it because you posted, I think, that you were going. I think that's how I heard of it. So
Okay.
don't
Don't ask me how I came across it because I can't remember.
It was calling to
So
you.
many locations, man. Ohio has really been, it's crazy. The past 2 years, and doing this for 9 years, in the past 2 years, I want to say we have been blowed up with Ohio. We have been in Ohio more than we have been anywhere. And we've been all over the states. I've been to Hollywood. I've been to California. I've been out there, Missouri. I've been to Wisconsin, Tennessee. I've been out there. But Ohio, we have been getting hit with some of the most awesome, craziest places here lately. So
We
many
spend
places.
a lot of time in Ohio. I mean, we're in Pittsburgh, but we spend most of our time in Ohio because there's so much.
Yes, yeah, there is.
All right. Question from Deborah. What is the most terrifying location you've been to, and would you go back?
Oh yes, I'll go back. Even if something was, listen, it doesn't matter how bad it scared me. I'm going back because that's going to make me want to go back more. I'm going to have more answers. Like, okay, I want to go back. I can't pinpoint a one particular place because I've got many. There's so many guys. Oh, hi, Paul. Paul's the one hooking me up with the 2 locations and when we go to Missouri in March.
Okay.
Paul Anthony.
So another place I'll recommend to you. It's a new place. It's in Fredonia, PA. It's called the Reliquary at St. John's.
Oh,
It's an old church. We've been there twice since they've just started, and it's another one that is off the charts. That place is scary as hell.
oh wow. I love scary. I'm all about scary.
Yeah.
Are you going to
It's
go out
really
to what's his name's new place with the Mosaic Temple or whatever? Out by
Carlos.
Carlos.
No, Carlos, yeah.
I don't have anything scheduled, but we will definitely go.
I mean, I'm sure you heard about that, Mandy. His new place out there.
Yeah, I was actually just at Bill Manor and I was telling him, hey, Ghost Sisters want to get in here now.
Yeah.
Carlos, I want to get in there. I have taken Carlos to some amazing places way before he owned the Bill Manor and all that. I was the first one to get him into the Uber Shrine. And let me tell you, seeing that man, as tall as he is, run because something growled at him. I mean, it was so funny, you guys. I was like, dang. he was out. But yeah, his new location, the Masonic Lodge,
Yeah,
I
the
think.
Masonic Lodge. Yeah.
Yeah, he said he doesn't have it ready yet. They got a lot they're putting on a stage there or something. He said they were doing. But yeah.
Yeah. I've heard like Screen Police is helping him out, like get some stuff. And I know Jeff Fent's been down there helping him out, trying to get it ready to go. So
Yeah.
hopefully that's
Asking
open up
people to
soon.
come and help. If you come and help clean up, he'll give you a free investigation.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah,
I wish I had
think
time.
He done that on the 20th. One day he
Did
had
that
time.
on the 20th. We were at Bill Manor the 19th, but we had to get back. So
Yeah, we was heading up to Middletown, and it's like,
Yeah, Paul said he's investigating with you in March. So
Yep, he's getting us into a haunted museum. He actually got us the hookup for the Eminus, or I can't even pronounce it. I don't know. Asylum in Missouri. The guy, well, I ain't gonna say too much, but because of Paul, we're getting a good deal getting in.
Okay.
But Paul is getting us into this haunted museum. So that's cool.
what do you think about like museums? Like, because I'm intrigued with them. Like
You get all kinds of energies with that.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
I'm trying to get a trip over to across the pond this year. We want to call it, UK. And that's one of the places that's the True Crime Museum. Like I'd like to get onto. So I figured UK True Crime has to have a lot of energy there. So
Yeah. When you talk about a true crime place, so we were in oh my gosh, I'm trying to think of it. What's the party? I was just there, New Orleans.
okay.
Let me tell you, we were on vacation in New Orleans, but we went on some haunted, we've seen all the haunted cool stuff. So I went into a true crime museum, and you guys, I was hoping to investigate it, but they wouldn't even allow you to have your phone in there to take pictures or anything. And Chastity's in there trying to take pictures. I said, Chastity, you're gonna get kicked out, man. I'm like, put that phone away. But there was so many disturbing things in there. I started feeling weird. I started feeling sad. I started feeling it was I did not feel right in there. It just didn't feel right. They had everything in there. Every serial killer in there, showing things that you don't want to see. I said, oh my God, I didn't know this was going to be like this. Now, the lady who hooked me up with it, I said, you didn't tell me I was walking into this type of museum. Exactly. It was bad. It was bad. It was called, I don't know, it was the death something. I don't know, but it was true crime all over. It was bad.
But that's funny because it's so bad and you want to investigate it.
Yeah, I would have investigated it, but I was like, holy hell, this is just, it just was, it was all like something bad was in there. Something was off with it. And then in the back, they had a theater playing, showing all these true crimes on the dang theater. And that was really disturbing. Me and Chastity go back there, and I'm not even sitting in the back there 5 minutes. Chastity, I said, I can't sit here and watch this, man. I said, I got to get out of here.
I mean, that's just bad energy with all the, like, I guess you want to call it relics, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Just stuff from serial killers. And
they had it all. Pictures.
Yeah.
I mean, things they used. I mean, oh, you name it. It was there. It seemed like. I was like, geez.
Almost like the latest episode of Ghost Adventures. Zach went back to this museum and everything. If you guys had a chance to see that episode, this final one that they just aired and everything, and that one of his video cameras caught this like weird growl and everything from Satan's chair, Satan's throne and everything, and it, like, activity just ramped up and everything after he brought in the U.S. most notorious serial killer that killed confirmed 73 women and everything, but they believe it's more and stuff. Brought some, he got his ashes and everything and put it out on display and everything, and that's when the activity really started ramping up there.
You know, my sister's been in Zach's museum. Chastity's been in there twice.
Mhm.
And at the first time she went, you wasn't allowed to take pictures or anything. Second time she went, she's taking pictures all over and she posted them. I said, Chastity, I said, you supposed to be doing that. She posted on Ghost Sisters, but hey, I don't know. I think she was sneaking taking pictures. I don't know, but she did. She took pictures. It's been a while.
I always heard about that little Alcatraz museum that's down in Pigeon Forge. They have some belongings of like Charlie Manson, different ones like that.
Yeah, they do.
And one of the workers I was talking to, it was crazy because she was like, "Where are you guys from?" And I was like, I'm in Bethel, Ohio, and she's like, "Oh my God, that's where I grew up." And but she was telling us like all the time when they go to lock up and stuff that they'll see stuff all the time, hear things. And I'm like, oh, that'd be kind of cool to go in there and try to. I've never asked them if they would, but it'd be kind of cool to see.
You should. I would. You can't take me. I'm the type of person. My sister, she'll be like, "Oh, great, Mandy. I know you're going to be asking these people if we can investigate." Like, damn right. Damn right.
The worst case they say is no. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly. Or think we're crazy. Yeah. I'm all about it. Definitely.
Do you use anything like protection before you go into a location or when you leave?
Years ago when we first started, I say we'd probably been into it about a year. We used to pray. And I mean, we'd get in a circle and we'd say a prayer and we go investigate. And then one day we were doing that at this location and the caretaker said something very interesting to us. And he said, it's okay, y'all praying and everything. He goes, but did you ever think about when you're doing that before you go out to investigate that you might end up blocking things from coming and speaking to you guys? And I thought, no, I never looked at it like that because we still got communication, but could we get more, So it was that day we ended up stopped doing that. So we used to do the praying. No, sometimes I might have a crystal on me. I haven't in a while, but I do have sage, spray sage I carry in my purse. If it gets really bad, I get in my car, I'll spray myself, or spray my sister because she definitely gets some negative energy on her. But when I get home, I will come into this office here because I keep my equipment in here. And I got sage right here, and I will sage myself, and then I'll sage my equipment.
Okay.
Maybe that's why my truck broke down.
I've had to sage my car a few times.
I didn't take my equipment out of my truck the other day, and now I'm having issues. Yeah, it's breaking our doll. Gosh, I think.
Are you ever afraid to bring something home with you, or have you?
Oh God, numerous times, you guys. We can go on and on with what I've brought here in this house. And it's crazy because as soon as I would get in the house, they would say, Mandy. I'm like, oh, hell no. No, you didn't just follow me. Because you can tell them, and I honestly, truly believe this. And I hear people say, okay, you can't follow me. You can't attach to my equipment. You can't follow her. I'm like, well, that's good that you're saying that, but that don't matter. They do what they want. You can't say that they were, most of them, unless it's something that was non-human, if they're just your typical spirit that was a living person at one time, you can't tell them what to do. That's how I look at it. I'm going to do what I want. That's how I feel they're going to do, because I'm telling you, I've said that to them before and they've still followed. It doesn't, to me, it doesn't matter. That's my opinion. They're going to do it if they want. But yeah, I've had them follow me here. I've had them stalk me here in this house. I've had bad luck all week long, something following me, growling at me. When I worked in law enforcement, I had a lot of bad stuff going on. Of course, it could have been a lot of the stuff following me from where I worked too, but not. I had just got back from a very bad place, the Yuba Shrine, and I had something bad follow me from there. And it took me about a week and a half to 2 weeks to get rid of it. And let me tell you, I was fighting this thing to get it out of the house. I saged the hell out of this house. and I had to take a lemon and cut it into 4 corners, and I put it in each room where I felt like it was the most negative. And they say that the lemon is to absorb the negativity. And it did. I noticed it turned a different color. It was like, whoa, man, there's something to this. But yeah, it was growling at me. We were hearing the knocking in the house. My daughter was flipping out. She's seen this thing. It crawled in bed with me, was waking me up, growling at me, moving the covers constantly. It was bad. It was bad. And this office here creeps me out because this right here, I think there's a portal in this damn office. It is very active in this damn room.
Has Sean Austin ever been in your office?
Hell no. Hell to the no. And you know what? I guarantee you, if he ever stepped foot on my property, he'd be like, holy hell. He would. And he would say, Mandy. And I'd be like, nope, don't say no more, because I already know. No.
What's this about the dolls that are in the room that you're in?
I was hoping we'd go a whole episode without talking about dolls.
Okay. I got a bunch in here. I do. But there was, when we bought this house, the owner told us that she didn't tell me until later. Her grandmother actually died in this room right here. And we've been seeing a lady in white in the house throughout the years. We've been here almost 15 years, and we've been seeing the lady in white in here. Lights flicker in here. You'll hear people talking in here. It gets crazy in here. But I do have my daughter, the one I was telling you about that was having all the issues, because she's psychic medium. She sees them, hears them. And this room right here, this used to be her bedroom. And she would tell me that they were coming out of the walls and coming up through the floors. And she just couldn't handle it. It was too much for her. And I'm not surprised one bit because of all the stuff that goes on in this room. But it probably doesn't help that I added on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 dolls in here. And they've all come from haunted locations. I'm not taking on no more. No more. I'm done.
I only have 2. These 2 up here.
Really? I've got some freaky dolls. And actually today I put a K2 up there on the one, man. They were spiking it left and right. I was like, okay, I probably shouldn't do it.
We did one podcast with Dr. J. Blackburn that this young lady, every time we stated something that was like a fact, her cat ball would just light up. And it did it all night long. It was amazing.
Talk about portals, dimensions. It just kept flashing.
I mean, yeah, everything that we would talk about, it would just keep going.
Well, this is the weird thing.
Not once.
The dolls, I don't think there's things inside of them, no. But I do feel that there's things around them that once might have belonged to someone, or it's just around them and it's very active. Now, this is a crazy thing that happened with the one doll up here. I got it from the Euro Shrine. And the only reason I took it was because the owner, Rick, I went there one time to investigate all weekend, and he had a bunch of extra dolls. And he told me and another paranormal investigator, he said, hey, now you guys got to take some of these dolls. I don't know what to do with all these dolls. People keep sending them to me. And I was like, well, I don't know if I should take something from the shrine and bring it here. But I was like, okay, well, I'm going to pick this one right here because it had the long dark hair and it kind of reminded me of me. So I took it, brought it home, posted a picture of it on Ghost Sisters. Right away, people are responding to it. And someone put on there, they said, that's a Mandy doll. I said, what? They said, that is a Mandy doll from the 70s. I said, you got to be kidding me. And I look it up. Sure enough, I picked a doll that is called the Mandy doll. And I had no clue. No freaking clue. What's the odds of that, you know?
Yeah.
And actually that doll, when Jenny was with me at the shrine, she said she swears up and down she saw that head turn on that doll.
Yeah, see, that's why I don't do dolls. I don't do dolls. You know, they were sitting there when we went up to Madison Seminary. They were sitting on there laughing at me and stuff. That place is loaded with dolls, and I'm like, it's not even the spirits that are scaring me. When I turn a corner and there's eyes staring back at me,
It's creepy.
it's creepy. No, my mom used to have 2 curio cabinets that were really, really tall, and they were filled with porcelain dolls, and I had nightmares from them things. And dolls are no-goes for me.
I used to be intrigued with them, and then people wanted to send me them. And one lady did send me one, and it's literally has no eyeballs. I was like, oh my God. It's a really cute porcelain little doll, but it's like, where the hell's the eyeballs in this thing? It's all blacked out looking. It's creepy.
I mean, credit that you call it cute. That's scary to me.
They make good trigger objects. I've actually taken some of them out with me, but I stopped taking them out. The only one I take out is the one I got. I have a donkey in a Eeyore donkey who we call our mascot. I got him from Tennessee. There was another team, and I ended up getting him from them. And I'm going to tell you right now, there is a 6-year-old boy attached to that donkey, and he goes everywhere it goes. Okay. I've heard him say his name numerous times through my devices. He has even, oh my God, I didn't even, listen, he's the only one I allow in my bedroom. I actually set the donkey on my dresser, and that's where he stays, because sometimes when I have, their energies just crash, you know, and they become malicious sometimes. Like they want to mess with my computers and stuff. So it's taken a while to get the energies to get used to each other. But I don't usually put him like in here overnight because it won't be good. So I don't. He just stays in my room. He's the only.
I agree. They are great trigger objects, and unfortunately, I guess fortunately, if you want to say it, for our team, fortunately, when our team joined partnership with Underground Paranormal Network with Austin Maynard, he gave us a doll that's an EMF reader and stuff. And
I've seen that one. He has,
yeah. I was the one that was elected to take that home. It sits in my truck.
That's why your truck doesn't work.
That's why your truck broke down. It's cold.
that right there. You probably done fired it up.
Yeah.
But I mean, when we first used it, we took it to Bardwell and everything and put it near where Rosalie likes to hang out and stuff. And first, like we turned it on there in the first floor and everything, wasn't doing anything. It just stayed a solid color. Took it upstairs, set it in the closet that she normally likes to hang out in the most. The whole entire time, it's just red, purple, green, blue, just constantly going off. It's like that makes it worth it.
Yeah, I've seen him use that when I've been out there with him before years ago. He had that same doll. It's creepy.
Yeah.
What's one of your favorite locations? Like favorite locations to go to?
Well, I can say I've got at least the top 5 favorites. Of course, the Euro Shrine, always. Cooper Hill in Missouri. Randolph Asylum. And I love any jail or prison. So I got to put Mansfield Prison in there. I've probably been there 6 times. There's more. There's so many more. But those are like the top 4 or 5. I love to go to prisons and jails because working in law enforcement, I can go in and I wear my vest sometimes, and and I'll start talking to them. Hey, this is Officer so and so, and try to get more responses. And I just think I get more.
Yeah,
definitely.
Question from Al May Paranormal. Do you ever get what is it? Do you ever know spirits from an upcoming investigation reaching out to you during another investigation?
Are they saying, do I pick up on things prior to going to the investigation? Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, that's what I got out of it.
Yeah, yes, I've had that happen before. Not a lot, but sometimes I will get that. And it's like, whoa, it's like, oh gosh, that spirit came to me and now it's here. And yeah, I've had it happen more so when I go to do my mediumship parties, because I do big parties all around Ohio. I will have the spirits coming to me, and before I even see what these people look like, their loved ones are coming to me when I'm driving. And that just happened to me because I was in Tiffin, Ohio. I just did a big party there, and I'm on my way driving, and I had spirits were coming to me, showing me what their house looked like, showing me what they look like. And it turned out when I said this to the people, it was their loved ones. It was crazy. So I've had it happen to going to investigations, just not as much as I do when I'm going to do a reading for someone.
I mean, that just shows that spirits are intelligent. I mean, they know you're going there to answer questions. So they're reaching out to you because you can hear them and relay those messages. Right. I mean, I think that's unbelievable. Sorry, I'm trying to read comments and talk to you at the same time.
No,
so.
I see you're doing that. Nacho, I like your name. I like that. Nacho. I love it. He's so chill. Nacho's so chill.
Yeah, Nacho just sits back.
He's cool.
I listen. You can learn more by listening than you can by talking.
36 minutes into his attention span's done.
Yeah.
Hey, him and Chasity get along great out there because Chasity, she expects us to walk into a room, and if stuff isn't popping off like in seconds,
time to go.
Let's get to the next room. Nothing's happening in here. I said, my God, woman, we've just been in here 5 minutes. You can't expect it to happen. It's, that fast. It can, but not always.
Yeah, I was just reviewing evidence the last couple of days of Madison the time we were there. There was another group, a couple other groups there too. And it wasn't with you guys, it was a different time. Like you talk about just sitting back and listening is sometimes you have to do that. And I'm going over this recorder and all I hear is this dude talking the whole time, like a regular living human being. And I'm like, dude, I can't catch any EVPs if you don't shut up, dude. Like I have my headphones on, like yelling at my recorder. I'm like, shut up, dude. Like I can hear EVPs behind him, but I can't say I don't know what they're saying because he's just talking nonstop.
That's why I can't go with a lot of people because too many people and the energies, and even going with my sisters, man. Chasity, when we're out there, sometimes I got to walk away from her because there's times it's so funny, and some of y'all might hear if you got your headphones on when we're live. I don't know, but there's times I'm like, because she's saying some off the wall stuff, and she doesn't think before she speaks, And then when Bobby Joe and Chastity's with me, them two get real loud, and I'm like, and it's like, oh, and I just the energy's just kicking up for me. So sometimes I gotta walk away. It just really depends. Or the spirit's energy could be affecting me, making me get angry towards her. But it is funny because I'm like hoping to God nobody's hearing me whispering to her, and I'm like yelling at her.
I've heard you. So.
You've heard me. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it.
It is funny though.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. She drives me nuts.
What we got? Recommend Cambria County Old Stone Jail.
Oh, where's that at?
Oh man, you got
a county east of Pittsburgh. It's the Old Stone Jail. It's a cool place. It's another one that I highly recommend.
Okay, might have to look into that.
I mean, the thing of it is, there's so many places out there, and
yet to be discovered.
Hasn't been discovered yet, too.
Yeah. And Ohio is in the top 10 most haunted places, because you think about Ohio. This was the meeting ground for people coming from the south, people coming from the north. Boom, they all migrated right here, and then it's just so freaking haunted. It truly is. And it's got everything.
And that's what's so
Everything.
like. There's a part of me that gets I guess agitated. I shouldn't get agitated because it's not, but like, there's a location here locally that we've tried to get in, and I've had experiences because when I was about 14, they used to rent out the top, and the bottom's a museum, and that place was notoriously it is notoriously haunted. And every time we try, they're like, "No, we probably shouldn't." And it's like, but there's so much of a story that could be told. That so much of this, in our small little town that we could tell, and it's like, just let us in there, just let us investigate it.
Yeah, it has ties to one of the U.S. presidents, U.S. Grant and stuff, and then just down the road from our station where we're working at right now, and everything is his birthplace. And then in Georgetown, Ohio, is his boyhood home and the schoolhouse where he actually went to school and stuff. And we've been trying and everything, and just no luck right now.
Sometimes, you don't just keep trying because
Oh, yeah.
maybe a new owner might get it. That's what happened to us in my hometown, Marion. There's a huge asylum. I mean, big. And I remember we first started our team. I was like, God, we wanted to get in there, but the old man that had it, he wasn't having it. Plus, they turned it into apartments. And so he still had a few tenants there. Okay. And I don't even know why they'd be there because the place was creepy and old, But a new guy took it over years later. And my sister Chasity, being in the business that she has, she ran into the guy that owned it. And she sends me a message. She said, "Hey, I know the guy that owns that big asylum there in Marion." I said, "What?" I said, "Chasity, man, get us in. What are you doing? Get us in now." She's like, "Well, he told me I could give him your number." I'm like, "Give it to me." So she does. And next thing I know, he was like, "Yeah." I said, "Can I come in and just you can just walk me through the place?" And he don't know nothing about anyone dying there. He's all about, he's a realtor and he just buys properties and tries to turn them into something else or tears them down, But he just kind of walked me through it because I wanted to walk through it and see the inside before I went to investigate. And it is, let me tell you, we were the first team to get in there, and actually the only team. He won't let nobody in there. We got in, and I took Sean Austin there. I've taken Chris Ball there from Haunted Excursions. I've taken a couple other people that used to be on my team in there. Very haunted, but it was the same case. We couldn't get in for years, and we wanted to get into this location. We didn't get it until a new owner got it, and then we got in. But let me tell you, that place is off the chain. And it's still standing. The guy won't let nobody back in. And I've probably filmed there like 7 times. No joke, 7 times. And he just stopped. He just stopped it. And I said, "Do you know you're sitting on a gold mine, buddy?" I said, the people that would come here pay you to investigate? I pay to go to places like this, He's like, he was thinking about it, but he wanted to tear it down and make it into Section 8 apartments. Mm-hmm. This is a historical site, and he's wanting to tear it down, and it's still standing there. It's like, what are you doing, buddy? What are you going to do? Are you going to tear it down? What are you doing, man?
Yeah, that's the one thing you gotta look at too. Like a lot of these owners, like I would say Adam from Madison Seminary, does he make money? Yes. Is he like millionaire, billionaire, rich? No, but he's keeping a history of these buildings alive.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of people have to realize that. You have Tanya down southern, was it Old Hospital on College Hill? Same thing. They're not making. Yeah, I love that place. I gotta go back there too. But I mean, they're just keeping that place alive. I mean, they have a connection to that place because they were born there, her and Charlie. But it is kind of cool. Like these people go out of their way, spend their own money. Yes, make a little bit of money, but the upkeep in these places are huge. But keeping the history alive. If not, it'd be torn down into a parking lot or Section 8 housing. So,
and that's what's sad is to see all of the amazing, just historic places that are being torn down just because And I understand it's a lot of money to take care of stuff, but it is unfortunate to see. Or greedy. Sometimes greedy investors get it, and that's all they want to do is they tear it down just to turn it into a subdivision or something. It's like,
yeah, and he said it was going to cost him over $1 million just to fix the place. No joke. Carlos was interested in that place, and I said, good luck, Carlos, because that guy he ain't going to sell it, because Dan, the owner of the Randolph Asylum, I took him there, and I let him meet that guy, and we did a walkthrough and everything, because Dan was wanting it. He was going to get it, but the guy, he's got his mind set on, it's going to cost you a lot of money if you're wanting this place, and he got it cheap. I guarantee you, he got it cheap.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Dr. J's on Blackburn.
What's up, Dr. J?
What's up, Dr. J? Have you ever wanted to own a haunted location?
Oh, yes. My husband's already told me. He said, well, if you can find a house that a murder took place and it's truly haunted, then maybe I will buy you one. I said, I'm going to tell you right now, you get me a haunted place and I'll run the hell out of that damn thing. I said, I guarantee you, I will run it and it will turn out great. He's like, well, I'm like, don't tell me that, because I'll start looking, I will literally start looking. And I have in the past. And then he kind of like, oh, I guess he doesn't take me as serious, but.
One day. I always look. I mean, I get bored at work and I'm going on haunted places looking. But I have a very, specific. I want a haunted cabin in the woods.
Oh, yeah. Dang.
I mean, that's what I want. So I love being outdoors. I love the woods.
Me too.
So if I can find a haunted cabin, and again, it has to call to you. You have to feel it.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, my wife's not into this stuff at all. So.
Well, don't tell her it's haunted. Just say we're buying a cabin,
Well, it's funny because my husband's not into it. And when we bought this house, all kinds of ghosts in this house and the land too. We're surrounded by woods and cornfields. Okay. And my husband says, I think this house is cursed. He thinks something's going on. But everybody that lived in this house has experienced seeing the lady in white. We've had all kinds of stuff in this house happen. It's crazy. But my husband's like, you're bringing home all these ghosts. They're following you. I said, now let's don't forget, you work in law enforcement. Don't think they're not following you because they want to come and say hi to me because they miss me. I always tease him because, he worked at the same place I worked at, and there was a lot of ghosts at the place we worked at, and he still works there. So I think he became more of a believer once we moved in here, but it's funny because just the other night he said, I almost came in there and woke you up. And I'm like, why? He goes, I swear I seen this black shadow come out of your office and went right into the living room. He goes, I'm telling you about came in there and woke you up. I'm like, what am I going to do? I'm just going to be excited to hear you tell me about it, but what am I going to do?
So, quick question, because a lot of the houses are newer and properties are newer. Do you think it's more the land that has the spirits that we're building on top of than the buildings itself?
I think it can be. A lot of people say, well, this is new, brand new house. We just bought it. I'm like, that doesn't matter. Spirits travel from across the street, next door. You got to think of the land, the history. Listen, you could have a hitchhiker. The place you work at, there could be things following you here. You go to the grocery store and things can follow you here. People can have attachments and they can, there's so much to it than just the house, I think.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I was thinking like Bel Air, Ohio. That has such a history.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
Myths. Yeah. If you believe in ley lines, obviously I don't. But if you believe in ley lines, you got ley lines, Native American battles. Underground Railroad.
Yeah.
I mean, so much coal mine explosions. I mean, there's so much bad history, I guess you want to call it, in Bel Air. That whole town is haunted.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I think.
It is, and it's real close to West Virginia.
Yeah.
So
What's wrong with West Virginia? No.
nothing. I just mean there's a lot of history there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of history.
Not
lot
wrong
of
with West
history.
Virginia.
In Virginia, definitely.
But yeah, we're 2 hours into this.
It took you 2 hours to say that. You usually started about an hour and say, "Hey, we're an hour into this." You've given up on the hour thing, and now you're going to 2.
That too. I mean, it's Beyond the Spirits. We go 2 hours. That's just the way it is now. Get used to it, Nacho. I mean, no, I mean,
I'm
we
good.
talked about states, Ohio. I mean, talking to a lot of people. It has to be the top 2 hottest states in the United States.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always Ohio, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia. They always talk about Tennessee are the
Yep.
most haunted states. And from what I'm gathering, Ohio is probably easily in the top 2.
Michigan. Now I'm going to tell you, Michigan's pretty haunted. I lived in Michigan for a couple years before I even became a paranormal investigator. And the house I lived in looked like the Amityville house. It wasn't as big, but it was pretty big size, and it looked like the Amityville. The windows and everything. I don't know what the hell I was thinking, but when I moved in it, but and it was haunted.
I don't like their football team, so it's okay.
I'm born and raised in Ohio, but
Okay.
at the time, I don't know. Oh God, I moved.
No, I haven't investigated anything in Michigan yet, so I like to sometimes.
It's good stuff. Good
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Anybody else got any questions for Mandy before we jump off here?
Can't think of
Travis, Justin.
Nope.
What's next? Where are you going next?
Friday, I'm going to a place. Oh gosh, it's in Ohio. Shady Bend Mansion. Yeah. I don't know how long the location has been there. It's new for me. I've never been there, and I'm going there at 6 o'clock, and I got the opportunity to spend the night if I want. So yeah.
That's awesome.
And if it's a nice place and they got a nice room, bed, I might just spend the night
That's funny.
and run a live feed on YouTube.
So for everybody watching, if you have seen Ghost Sisters live, like I said before, then you're not following social media at all because they're on it. I think 7 days a week. It feels like a lot, but probably 4 times a week. You guys are doing something.
Yeah, I'm
If it's
out there a lot.
if it's just lives from your office doing mediumship or out in the field, and you want to know how it's done, check out Ghost Sisters. I mean, again, not blowing smoke up their butts or anything, but this is one of the main reasons I started doing live is because of Ghost Sisters. I've watched them from the get-go, and I think that's how this is supposed to be done. If you want followers, get content, like Mandy said. Go out there, be consistent, get content. Follow Ghost Sisters on TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. Anything else you have social media-wise?
We're on Rainbow, REINBOW, and also on Instagram.
There you go. So again, Mandy, thanks a lot. Thank Chastity for her words of wisdom, her 6 words of wisdom she had.
I know.
I mean, she jumped on. I give her credit for
I'll
that.
give her credit. And my other sister, we almost had her too. Yeah. She'd been
Again, if you're coming up to Concord anytime, drop me a. I love to see that place. And even if it's not to investigate with you, if I can just sit in the background and watch you guys work, that's good enough for me. So.
No, you're going to investigate with us. We're going to have you right there on the live. Hey, everybody.
Oh man, I don't do lives that much, so.
We'll keep you. You can we just won't put the camera on you.
Okay, that works. Travis, Justin, glad you guys. Travis, Justin, thanks for jumping back on after your call. Hope
no
everything
problem.
went good.
Yep.
Nacho, hope everything's good on your side, and I probably will see you shortly. I'm gonna assume. Think we're doing OSR soon.
Soon, yes.
Yes.
I was
All
just
right.
there in February last year. It's
Yeah.
good.
And Nacho and I are gonna go hit Bel Air.
Yeah.
Guess we gotta do it. 2 people,
This
Bel Air house.
Wednesday. This Wednesday, I'm going to be on a podcast, Agents of the Unexplained with Bill Rigby.
There you
8
go.
o'clock.
All right.
Stop over and let's talk Bigfoot.
Oh, damn, man. I got some stuff for you now.
Uh-oh.
Bill Rigby,
cryptids
if you
now
don't
around
know
here.
Bill Rigby, he's the real deal. He's a good guy and he's big into Bigfoot.
Yes, and also from the Shadows podcast, we got some big stuff. I can't say what's working behind the scenes, but I'll just tell you that it could be big. What might be going on, and like I said, we're going to be leaning towards not just paranormal, but we're going to be going out there and stepping into the cryptid side of things too. And like I said, I've had a few things follow me along those lines, and even come across them when I was investigating. So
Sweet. So stay tuned for Ghost Sisters and Cryptid Sisters. I mean,
Can't wait.
coming soon. All right. Mandy, again, thanks a lot for being on. I appreciate it.
Thank
And
you for having me,
everybody-
guys. It's been fun. Thank you.
Talk to you soon. Thank you, guys.
Yes.
Oh,
Take care.
bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.